As a student majoring in agricultural education and who has had experiences taking and facilitating agriculture courses in the past, I know that agricultural education has influenced my life for the better. From learning how to have the best landscaped yard on the block to understanding and being able to communicate biotechnical concepts such as genetically modified organisms, agricultural education courses have given me the tools that I need to be successful as a consumer, as a citizen, and as a member of society. Agricultural education truly makes a positive difference in the lives of students. Through the analysis of agricultural education and its importance, along with some common misconceptions about agricultural education, it will be proven that agricultural education should be a key component to all students' high school careers, and that agriculture courses should be a key component to high school graduation requirements. In order to fully understand the benefits of agricultural education, we must first know what it is. According to the National AFEE organization, agricultural education is the process of learning and engaging in curriculum relative to agriculture, policy, and the environment. Educational analysts report that agricultural education is continually expanding nationwide, even in urban settings. The courses themselves are very hands-on in nature. One of my personal favorites is veterinary science. This course provides a hands-on, minds-on approach to the world of veterinary science and small or large animal management through fun, interactive learning activities such as rat dissections and even the detection of mad cow disease in a laboratory setting. As mentioned previously, there are several benefits of agricultural education courses. Specifically, after taking agricultural education courses, students will be informed consumers, able to articulate agriculture, and able to understand how agriculture is constantly changing. Firstly, agricultural education courses will ensure that all consumers are informed in the years to come. Many of today's consumers are uninformed about where their food comes from and how it is produced, and tend to make false claims about their food, especially about genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. In fact, a study was conducted by the National Consumers League in May of 2014 showing that among consumers who claimed to know the most about GM foods, 43% still thought that they themselves had never eaten any. Secondly, agricultural education courses will allow for future generations to articulate and communicate the agriculture industry effectively to a wide variety of audiences. In order to promote the agriculture industry, communication is essential and critical. Through agriculture courses, students are able to learn how to communicate the industry effectively. Lastly, agricultural education courses will ensure that future generations will understand how agriculture is constantly changing and is therefore dynamic. New technologies are constantly evolving each and every day to increase efficiency and productivity. If people are able to understand this, then they will be able to understand and appreciate the dynamic qualities of the agriculture industry. What does the public think about agricultural education courses? The answer is simply, it depends. Since many people have not had the opportunity to experience firsthand agricultural education courses themselves, there are many existing stereotypes about the courses. Let's take a look at two of the most common ones. Firstly, many people believe that agricultural education courses only focus on cows, plows, and sows. This statement is certainly not true. Agricultural education courses relate to agriculture, food, natural resources, and the environment, which are standards published by the government. These standards have aligned agricultural education curriculum to standards in science, social studies, mathematics, and even art. Through taking agricultural education courses, students are able to reinforce the material taught within their core courses and apply that information to the real world. An additional argument that many people believe in nowadays is that it is nearly impossible to implement and fund courses that are as hands-on as agricultural education courses appear to be due to a lack of funding or scarce resources. Most agricultural education courses are hands-on in nature and have the opportunity for a lot of real-world application. While the amount of lab or field experiences might vary from program to program, many schools are able to fund several of their activities because of funding such as the Perkins Funding and the Minnesota Agricultural Education Leadership Council. These funding programs provide students and agricultural educators alike with the funds and resources they need to be successful and have great programs. Let's imagine for a moment that all students nationwide are required to take agriculture courses and courses pertaining to food and natural resources or the environment prior to graduating. Recall earlier that I mentioned the three key benefits of agricultural education. Let's revisit those three benefits and look at the ways in which those benefits can improve the future of America as a whole. First, by making agricultural education courses there will be some amazing outcomes that occur as a result, such as ensuring that the world is full of informed consumers and that the future of agriculture is well informed and literate about agriculture. Consumers will then know where their food comes from and be able to confidently purchase the food that they eat daily and support the agriculture industry with all of their heart. Secondly, it would allow future leaders to be able to communicate agriculture with others. Consumers will be able to spread the word about agriculture and tell others about the benefit of the agriculture industry. Word of mouth is a very, very effective way to share ideas and information. And if all consumers are able to experience firsthand the ways in which agriculture affects their daily lives through taking agriculture courses while in high school, they will then have the ability to share that with others. And thirdly, the public will be able to appreciate the fact that agriculture changes every day if every student is required to take agriculture courses prior to graduating. After taking agriculture courses and learning more about the history of agriculture, the future will have the ability to know that farmers and agri-scientists are always innovating and improving productivity and efficiency while still holding themselves to high ethical and social standards. This is really important that the future knows this, and through taking agriculture courses, they'll be able to appreciate the dynamics of agriculture and that it is constantly changing. Through the analysis of agricultural education and its importance, along with some common misconceptions about agriculture courses, it has been proven that agricultural education should be a key component to any student's high school career and that agriculture courses should be required for graduation. If we want to ensure that the next generation is informed about agriculture and has the ability to educate others about agriculture, we should do everything in our power to make sure that agricultural education courses are a priority or even a requirement for graduation. Want to get involved? If so, I implore you to share your hashtag AgEdu story with others on social media and in your day-to-day conversations. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and even Instagram are all great places to start, but I really encourage you to go into your superintendent's office or get involved in your local agricultural education courses to share your story or why you believe that agricultural education is important to your future.